Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at the AT-AT or AT-AT from the Star Wars Micromachine's Action Fleet line. I always stumble on that just because I'm not sure if... I've heard it pronounced AT-ATs, and I've also kind of just have a way of... You know what, I'm not even going to go into that, but the Micromachine line, well, I mean there are multiple lines, but the Action Fleet line was slightly bigger than the typical Micromachines. It was designed to be more of like full playsets and stuff, where it's a miniature line that you can actually do stuff with and display with like figures to scale with ships and stuff, as opposed to the other Micromachines line, which you'd have miniature figures which are basically about the same size as your actual ships, which made the series kind of cool. You know, because in some ways it was a I guess it's a more affordable way of making large-scale displays, whereas the normal AT-AT, back when they came out, would have probably run you $70, $80. These things were like maybe 15 or 20. Definitely between 10 and 15, but surprisingly, they aren't terribly expensive now. I picked this one up on eBay for $15, including shipping recently, so if you did pick this stuff up back when they first came out, or whatever, they were going on... Well, what I mean to say is towards the end of the run, they were going on discount at places like KB and stuff. You could have picked them up for like $5 or $6. Regrettably, I didn't have a ton of money back then, so I wasn't able to like really stockpile a massive army of AT-ATs or snow speeders, or even assemble a full rogue squadron, but I figured I'd probably pick up a few of these and then kind of do that. I do want to eventually buy the larger AT-AT as well, though. I figure this is also really cool because, wintertime, Hoth, winter planet, kind of works out. Or ice planet, if you prefer. But yeah, I'm going to get this open. Not a whole lot to say about it, but let's hold on a sec. The AT-AT comes with two characters, a mini snowtrooper carrying a blaster, and the Imperial driver, who you'll probably just keep inside the AT-AT, as well as this little base here, which can fit two of the legs securely, and then you could also just place the two figures in front of it. Whoops. Before I go any further, let me just say it's a really incredible experience to open something that, you collected some time ago, just because it's got such a retro feel to it. For instance, it comes with some inserts, like the official Star Wars fan club, which I never joined. Probably never would, but more importantly, this. Now, a lot of toy series don't really do other selections for the line anymore. In fact, some don't even display it on their card, which, is totally lame, but back then you'd have these cool little inserts that showed off all the different things in the line. Some larger pictures and stuff, and it would explain all the stuff it could do and all the action. I absolutely love these. I would take these with me. I would like glance at them. One of these little guides would always be in my pocket. Because I was weird like that. Coming soon, Aliens and Predator Action Fleet. I don't think those ever came, though. On the back it has all these single sets, the battle packs, which I had most of them as well. I don't think I had... Wait, I must have had... No, wait. I didn't get this one. Had to have this one. I don't know where my AT-AT is, but I'll have to look for it at some point. Have this one. I didn't pick this one up just because it had fur parts. Oh yeah, then they had the huge sets. I totally wanted those, but I never ended up getting either one. I'll probably cave and buy one of them now, though. I'll probably pick up the Hoth at some point. Which comes with a Wampa ice creature. So yeah, definitely cool stuff. I absolutely love these little inserts. From Galoob. Hex Galoob. Alright, but jumping onto the figure itself, I should mention that there are actually two AT-ATs in this line. One was this version that you see here, which just has the articulation, the other version also had a little remote control thing where if you pushed it, it would walk. You know, kind of cool. In fact, I might have even owned the remote control one and completely forgotten about it, but it had a cord that attached to it, and the legs would walk. I don't remember how the exact function is, but as you can see, very cool amount of detail on this. No knee articulation here, which, you know, means it can't get to the same amount of poses that you could with some of the other stuff. Like, I believe the original AT-AT for the other line, well, the 90s one, had knee articulation for posing, but can't be sure. But for moving parts, first of all, just check out the detail. Really no paint, though. We have movable guns all along the face section. Bomb 2 don't move, though. The cockpit slides open. You need fingernails to do it, which I really don't have. And you can slide your pilot in. Just enough room for one person, though. I believe the new, larger AT-AT can fit 2. And then the side would swing open, but I mean, who's gonna be able to climb up from there? I guess they probably boarded because the legs would go down to the ground and then that would swing further down. But you can store troops here, like your snow troopers, like so. And yeah, you know, a very cool little thing. Of course, the one problem is I don't think this is really full size. It's a reasonable approximation, but I mean, I remember the snow speeders being a lot smaller. This is the proto snow speeder, which even this looks a little bit large, and this was smaller than the actual snow speeder that was from this line. I mean, some of the bigger stuff wasn't really on scale, but the smaller items typically were a lot better. But yeah, it's a Action Fleet AT-AT. Pretty cool. We'll probably buy 1 or 2 more of them, and, you know, Christmas time rolls around. Those are my holiday decorations. But until next time, folks.